All right, everybody, welcome to the wood shop. So I have the wrench I'm supposed to have. So ever since I got this truck, I've had to every time I put on the brakes, I have to push it all the way out of the floor. And I redid the back brakes, new wheel cylinders, and all that kind of stuff. And what I found is one of them was completely disintegrated. When I took the drum off, most of it fell off, and one of the springs was broken, and something else fell apart. And the other side looked pretty good, but I went ahead and did the whole thing. Checked the fronts. The fronts were okay. Just for riding around here, they were okay. And so I figured out, well, maybe it's the master cylinder. Master cylinders don't cost that much money to replace. So I thought, well, I'll just replace that. So that's what I'm doing today. Trying to loosen this line off a little bit, see if I can get a little play in it before I do it, because I have to, bleed the master cylinder. And that back was a different size. So that's what I'm doing today. Thought I'd bring you along, since I don't know what I'm doing. It's just the perfect time to bring somebody along. So I'm just working these back and forth a little bit. So yeah, it's just trying to be gentle with this. Oh gosh, that wasn't gentle. You didn't see that. That was not gentle at all. So I'm just trying to tighten them and then loosen them back a little bit. Just work them back and forth. That one seems okay. Maybe we're all right with that one. So it took two. This is 5/8. Yeah, 5/8 on the back, and what were we on the front? We were 7/16 on the front. Okay. So now I'm going to loosen these. Yeah, one on each side. So we get a socket. All right. That's the great thing about working on this old truck. I would think the majority of the bolts on this thing are probably 9/16. So I'm going to tighten this a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to loosen it. Pretty greasy, so maybe it'll pop out on me. There we go. Okay. Just a little trick that Eric O's Meemaw taught me was tighten them a little bit before you loosen them. So that seems to work, especially in this old rusty truck. That seems to work. Wow, there you go. Okay, so just want to get everything sort of loose before I went too far. And so next up will be getting the new one, and let's bleed it. All right, so I got it here in the vise, and I bought the kit, bought the Dorman kit. I mean, if it's got a name like Dorman, it's got to be good, right? Right? That's what everybody says. And I think I'm assuming this is a reman kit. Yeah, remanufactured. It's one of those. It's that one right there. They didn't have a new one. She said they could order one, but I thought, well, what the heck, And remanufactured, but there it is. That's the one we're using. And I got this new brake fluid. So, all right. So now I guess I got to put the plugs in and get this thing set up. This one has numbers on it. I think that's. Not the right size. This one, there we go. Okay. Some of those don't have to be super tight. Guess it would help look at the numbers. But I don't have a number. We'll just keep looking until we find one that fits. There we go. What's this one say? Okay. All right. All right, good enough. Now, tricky part. I don't know what in the world I'll do with this kit later. Maybe, hopefully, I know I ever have to use it again. That would be great. But you never know. Okay. One, two, one, two. Down, kind of low. Here's another one, which is nice. Okay, so. Y'all see what I did here. So I got a little nose there. I'm sure you'll yell at me if I'm doing this wrong, but I won't see it until later. Anyway, I'm assuming this has all been done correctly. Factory specs, OEM, ASE certified, something or another. And okay, here we go. All right, I think we got it on. So it goes nothing. Okay, just fill everybody up a little bit. I'll go to the top. There. Okay. So I'm assuming now I got to find something to push that with. All right, so let me find something to push that with. Ooh, gosh. There he goes. My big head's not in the way. I'm just pushing it, trying to be very ginger about it. I got bubbles, so I don't know how long I'm supposed to do this really, but I don't know. Try not to push super hard. Try not to kill it here. So my fluid level has gone down, so I'm assuming it's circulating in the cracks, and the crannies, and the crevices, and the nether regions of the master cylinder, I'm assuming. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna grab my second cup of coffee and let that sit a little while, percolate and marinate and deliberate. And maybe it'll be better when I come back. All right, so I got my caps. These are the ones that came with the deal there. Ooh. All right. Sorry I lost you there for a minute with sound. I had to turn my fan on. It's getting hot out here, man. It's like still in the 90s here in Georgia, so got hot. But anyway, and I got this light on too, which is not helping anything. So anyway, there it is, installed. Now I pumped it a few times, and it already feels better. But I know I got to bleed some stuff out or check everything to make sure it's all bled out. But at least that's the installation part. Seems like pretty not too bad of a job. Hopefully I don't eat my words on that one, but it went pretty well, I thought. Luckily those lines weren't all gummed up, and they came out pretty good. And so that's one thing I've learned about brake lines, that for myself, is if you can't spin it by hand a good ways, then you got it wrong. And I learned my lesson, a hard lesson, with a brake line like that. So I always, if I can't spin it a long way, then something's wrong. So anyway, so that's that part there of having that replaced. And then so got to turn that other one back in, and get my $25 back on that one, and hopefully this one will last for several years to come. I don't know that that was an original mesh cylinder or not. It may not have been. Couldn't tell. I kind of felt like it wasn't, but I don't know, because Ford likes to put Ford on everything. I don't know about Chevrolet and Dodge or anybody else, but Ford likes to put Ford on everything, and I didn't see Ford on it anywhere, so maybe not. I don't know. So from the wood shop, take it easy.